What up, my channel? This is the start of my Queer Blackathon 48-hour vlog. It's been a journey, a whole journey, Y'all know that Queer Blackathon started at midnight on the 19th.
Not for me.
The day before, I decided to be a nice owner and take Akasha with me to the coffee shop where I was, because I was going to spend several hours writing and I didn't want her to be home alone, so I brought her with me. Long story short, she sees a little dog. She sees this adorable little dog and goes wild, bucks, knocks the whole table over, including my phone, falls face first on the concrete. I hear it crack, and then spills, like bucks again, spills my whole coffee right on top of the phone. So I got on Twitter and I think Instagram, and I was like, hey, my Queer Blackathon vlog is not going to start until tomorrow because the soonest I can get in to get my phone repaired is going to be tomorrow. So phone just got repaired. We were back in business. While it was getting repaired, I did a little bit of shopping. I got some new gel pens for bujoing and annotating my books, and I also picked up a book from Half Price Books. Got some lunch at Panera, had a little chicken sandwich. It was delicioso. And now I'm going to go pick up some rollerblade protective gear because I want to start rollerblading. I think I'm going to get home, walk Akasha, and I'm just gonna spread out, get a little picnic. Things have obviously been wild, so I will go over my TBR. I've got a bunch of unboxings to do. I have a lot planned for this vlog. It's going to be real fun, but most importantly, I cannot wait to read Black and Queer for the next 48 hours. I mean, y'all know that my channel is always Black and Queer, but I'm just really excited to be celebrating Juneteenth in this way. Also, I locked myself out of my house this morning. Just forget it. But I am wearing one of my favorite shirts. It is Black Non-Binary Lives Matter and some basketball shorts. So I'm just in comfort mode. It's gonna be great. So why don't we get home and I'm gonna go walk the pup and then we'll get into the rest later. I hope y'all are doing well. I'm glad that I'm back talking to y'all. I love you. Hello friends, it is almost 6 p.m. CST, the time where the half hour of Queer Blackathon reading sprints starts. And I wanted to give a quick update on where I'm at with You Should See Me in a Crown as well as to talk about where this book fits into my Queer Blackathon TBR. So Leah Johnson is a debut novelist to my knowledge, and she is a new author to me. So I am reading You Should See Me in a Crown for the Read a New Author prompt, and the protagonist is bisexual. So, and also like the bisexual flag, we love to see it. I'm also reading this for the Read a BT and or ACE book for Queer Blackathon, so that is really exciting. I intend on getting my Blackathon prompts out of the way as quickly as possible and then just kind of free read Black queer books, and I'm really excited about that. So sprints are about to start. I am currently on page 100. As you'll know, this is a YA contemporary about a young, anxious Black girl named Liz who is trying to get in to the college of her dreams, and she gets in, but she doesn't get a scholarship, and so she enters this contest to become a prom queen because the queen gets a $10,000 scholarship, and she's really freaked out about this because she hates being in the spotlight. Prom is not her thing. I'm really loving this book. I selected this book for my June TBR, for one of my TBR cards, and the prompt was to read a book that you were unsure about. And even though y'all have loved this book, have raved about it, it was on so many favorite books of 2020 lists last year, I wasn't sure if I would love it because I just have such a bad relationship with hyped narratives. Not because I intentionally try not to like them, but just so often I end up not enjoying them. But I'm loving this book. It is so funny. These one-liners, the clapbacks, it is a riot. I am flying through it. It's so freaking good. Everything that I dreamed and more. It is so Black, and I love the way that anxiety is depicted in this story. She has somatic symptoms from her anxiety and frequently will throw up. It's just all really good. I love that her younger brother is a big part of the story as well. I love the familial storytelling, the kind of anecdotes about grief. All of it is just so well woven into the narrative. And one of her friends just made this really ignorant comment about her bisexuality, and also just not really acknowledging the intersections of Liz's identity as a Black queer girl. And I actually really liked that because it shows how our close friends, best friends even, still mess up with us. And it just feels very real. And I just like the way that that's being handled in the story. It's really good. I just like the inclusion of the fact that homophobia and microaggressions do not only come from random strangers who are full of hate, right? Sometimes they come from our friends and family, and it's about how we work through that as individuals and a community. It's just really good. I'm so freaking excited. I cannot wait. It has 5-star vibes. So for tonight, I don't think we're gonna go to the beach, to the park and read, just because the puppies played for like 2.5 hours, the sun's going down, and I think I'm just gonna do that tomorrow. So I just warmed up a burrito. Very excited about this bean and cheese burrito, and I got a surprise Amazon package, so I figured I will do an unboxing, especially because I haven't ordered anything on Amazon, so I think it's something from one of y'all. Okay, have mi caja. Okay, so there's 2 notes in here, which tells me that there's 2 books. Both of the notes say, appreciate everything you do on YouTube and Bookstagram, smiley face, from a subscriber. Thank you so much, whomever you are, for sending me some books. Obviously, y'all never have to send me anything. Absolutely ever. No! They sent me Uzumaki by Junji Ito. Oh my gosh, I have been dying to read this Japanese horror manga for so long, specifically because of Mabu Chloe, Books of Chloe. Oh my gosh, look at this imagery. It's so cool. Man, that art is gorgeous. And I'm so freaking stoked to get into this book. Oh man, not me wanting to risk it all and throw my TBR away. Not me trying not to cry. They sent me Map to the Sun. I filmed a dedicated review for this. The first time I've ever filmed a dedicated review for a graphic novel. That is how moved I was. Okay, that is how many feels. So freaking pumped about this. This is an amazingly touching story about a group of misfit girls who start a basketball team at their school. It is amazing. I cannot freaking wait to reread this book, and it is up for an Eisner Award. I read this for Asian Readathon. It was so good. Definitely top 10 books of the year vibe for me. Gosh, it's just so good. So order this book, read it, and then nominate it for an Eisner because it absolutely deserves it. It's everything. It is so good. It is so good. It is so good. It is so good. Thank you so much for that beautiful, amazing mail. I am going to get back to reading. It is about 5:30, I believe. So I'm gonna get back to reading, and I will check in with y'all later. Came outside to read on the patio a little bit before the sun makes its grand descent for the evening. I am on page 106D of You Should See Me in a Crown. Can't put the book down.
It's just as good as y'all said,
if not even more. So I'm gonna take Akasha on a long night walk and on our evening walk, and then I'm going to listen to the audiobook on Scribd because I think it was Kevin of Irish Reader told me that the audiobook for You Should See Me in a Crown is on Scribd. So if that is true, that's what I'm going to listen to on this walk. Ran to the store for some sweet reinforcements. Sugar is key.
it is key
To a 48-hour readathon. You know, you gotta keep your energy high. So I got some Lifesaver neon gummies. Haven't tried these. I got 4 blow pops, 2 of the watermelon, 2 of the sour apple. I also got my favorite, the red sour punchies. I've been eating sour punchies with mi madre since I was a kid.
I don't know why I'm calling them sour punchies. I've literally never said that before in my life.
Akasha has been drinking water for a full minute. I don't know if she's okay or not. Are you gonna make it? I also got some Muddy Buddies. Love them. I'm pretty sure that the gas station clerk thought that I was high and buying munchie snacks. And I wanted to tell him I'm not high, I'm just a booktuber. I'm really close to the conclusion of You Should See Me in a Crown. The conflict feels very organic. The kind of backstabbing, betrayal, the complexities of the friendship, while also the conflict within the romance. I just really like all of it. What is flying around my home right now?
Oh my God.
Oh, my little Satan with wings. And now is the time for you to lick your vagina. Sea Monster Jessie in the house. We completed You Should See Me in a Crown. And I am a slowly melting cinnamon roll. A cinnamon roll. 5 out of 5 stars. I am so excited to read her next book. I think it's called Rise to the Sun, something like that. The cover is stunning. Oh my goodness. I'm just praying it's somehow it's set in the same universe, because I really want more of Liz and Mac. So cute, so precious. What a fantastic book. So I have knocked out 2 prompts already, and it has not even been 24 hours yet. And I'm about to knock out the graphic novel prompt. This is Niobe. I am going to be reading this fantastical comic by non-binary actor Amandla Stenberg, who is commonly known as Rue from the Hunger Games. Very freaking excited. I don't know what this is about, but I have been anticipating this comic back when Amandla was still working on it, and I just never got around to it after publishing. It's about 12:30, 12:45. I'm gonna try and just push until I'm too tired to hack any longer, but I don't want to push myself too hard because I do want to try and get up early. I do not want to push myself so hard that I sleep in all through tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be smart because there's a lot of fun stuff I want to do during the day tomorrow. So I'm going to knock this out. My face mask should be done by the time I complete this comic, and I'll check in with y'all. Niobe is amazing. The art, the visuals, the spirit-forward storytelling, the costumes, the dialogue, beautiful.
But
one of the characters just said, "Do not test these bones," as a clapback, and Hi. I don't want to make out. No. I don't want to make out. No. Hi. I do want you to leave the room though, because I'm trying to make a film and update. Okay. Thank you. Come again. But don't. Good. Okay. Hi! What is up, y'all, other than my spirits? It is just so beautiful. I don't know, I'm really happy about Queer Blackathon, and my reads they're just serving me life on a platter. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful. So I was reading Niobe, really enjoying it. Then I'm thinking, you know what?
they are really throwing you into this world.
Yeah. That is my oven timer. I am about to make cauliflower mac and cheese. It's a little frozen thing, and I wasn't sure if it would be good, but okay, let me just put it in the oven. We're gonna see. We'll see. I'll be right back. Okay, we are going to see how that experiment turns out. So I'm reading Niobe, and I'm thinking, man, they just really throw you into this world. And I am used to that in comics. Being a short medium, graphic storytelling, it often will just throw one into the center of whatever universe is unfolding, and that's fine. But I realized I was reading volume 2 and not volume 1, so I put it down, and I'm going to try and find volume 1 online today and buy it. And if I can't, I'm going to go to a comic shop. Now, as of right now, it is about 10 a.m. on Sunday. I woke up at 8:30, took the puppy on a long walk, showered. My face is feeling and looking really good today because I did that face mask last night. And my Aztec clay healing mask it always shrinks my pores. It reduces the look of my acne scars. It's phenomenal. I absolutely love that mask. And then I followed up with a Laneige water hydrating mask. That was great. So I put down Niobe yesterday, and I picked up the Passing Playbook. I got 60 pages into this, and I'm really enjoying this. This is a book about a trans boy named Spencer who switches schools because of bullying, and he decides to join the soccer team in secret behind his parents' back. They don't want him to do anything that will draw attention to himself because he just had to change schools because of trans bullying and outing. And he meets this boy who's also on the soccer team, who's really nice at first, and then once he gets on the team, just kind of turns into a big jerk. So I'm very curious about what's going on there. And essentially the conflict of this book is that he has to decide between coming out as a trans boy and fighting for his right to play soccer or staying in the closet. Very excited about this and seeing where it's going to unfold. I really like the tone of it. It is very fast paced. Very much enjoying it. I like that it has swear words in it, and it's casual, and it just feels very real. Oh my gosh, I just noticed that their feet are touching on the cover. That is so cute. That is so cute. Also, this is the first I'm doing great because this is the first time I realized that they were not on a bed, but they're outside. I don't know why I thought that they were on a bed. Did any of y'all think that they were on a bed? Okay, Jessie, you're doing great. You're doing great, kid. Okay, on my walk, I started listening to Meet Cute Diary by Emery Lee on Scribd. That book is amazing. For those of you who aren't in the know, it is about a trans boy who runs a blog where he kind of fabricates these meet cutes and happy endings between transgender individuals in the area. And somebody kind of outs his blog as being fake. And so he decides to start this fake dating relationship with this really attractive white cis boy, in order to kind of prove to everyone that the blog is actually real. And Emery is doing all of this because he really wants to protect Emery. Noah, our protagonist, is doing this because he really wants to protect the blog, as he's received so many messages from trans folks saying, hey, this blog has stopped me from killing myself. And so he is doing his best to preserve the right to believe in trans joy. And I am really enjoying the story. I'm on chapter, I think, 5 out of 13. It is really good, very snarky, witty, enjoyable, and I'm just really loving the soft trans boy vibes. You have a trans boy who likes pink and is a deep hearted romantic, and I just also love that blogger kid writing a secret blog trope. It's just fantastic. I'm really enjoying that book even more than I thought I would. It was on one of my most anticipated releases lists, and I'm very excited about it. So those are the irons that I have in the fire, and I wanted to show you some of the things that I picked up yesterday. So I got some G2 metallic pens. I got this $5 Classic Tales of Horror collection by Edgar Allan Poe. Then I also picked up this Funko Pop of Daenerys Targaryen. I'm actually not a big Funko Pop person, but
it's mini.
I would probably drink a bottle of bleach if it was mini. You know what I'm saying? Very, very excited about that. And the day before that, I went to one of my local bookstores and I found this $2 edition of Beloved. I am really, really excited to get to read this. I have not read this yet. And I'm just super, very, very, very much excited. And then I also picked up Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. This is supposed to be amazing, and I love that it has some underlines and annotations from its previous owner. I love used books, and this is a book that is constantly put out on display at this bookstore. Today it is really overcast and it's been raining off and on, so I unfortunately don't think I'm gonna be able to have that cute little picnic, but I still might go rollerblading. We will see. I just won't be able to get really cute sun-filled footage of me doing that, but we will see. I really, really want to get some rollerblading in today. Maybe I'll do it when I'm kind of feeling lethargic. I do want to do some reorganization of my indoor 3-season porch though, because I want to turn it into this cute, cozy reading nook. So I'm thinking about doing that today, reorganizing it. I just found some furniture that was being given away on the corner of my block. And so I kind of just threw the furniture in there, and I really like to organize it and of course clean it off. And I got some really cute string lights that I want to put up. My friend and I are going to paint it later this week, probably next week. So yeah, that is what I have going. I'm going to end this update here. I do have more unboxings to do. I have some unboxings to do, but I don't want to do them right now because this clip is already 13 minutes long as of right now. And I'm sure half of that is going to get cut out because I was dissociating for it. So we love that for us. Okay, love you. Bye. I just called my dad to wish him a happy Father's Day. And he said that my jokes are like surgery without anesthetic. I hope you can hear that beautiful rain in the background. There was just this gorgeous clap of thunder. And then the rain came and it was beautiful. So I am now reading with the beautiful soundtrack of rain. How many times are we going to say beautiful in one sentence? We're doing great, Jessie. So currently I'm on page 236 out of 353. 348 of Rainbow Milk. This book is so freaking good, y'all. I love that so much of it is composed of conversations of Jesse's clients and also the people that are in his life. He has run away from a Jehovah's Witness environment that was toxic for him, and I really appreciate how much I'm learning about what it's like being a Jehovah's Witness. And I might have to shut my window because I'm getting droplets of rain on my book. But I just read this scene and I wanted to know, I haven't fact checked it, but any of y'all who are schooled on the history of disco music, especially those of you who are Black, I would love for y'all to weigh in on this. So there's a scene where Jesse's crush, who is white, is telling him, they're listening to Black disco music in this scene. And one of my favorite things about this book is how huge of a theme music is. And it's historical fiction. It's set in like early 2000s, which is weird to think of that as historical fiction, but we're all dying of old age. And it's just really good. But so he says, you can hear the influence of Black disco music in this, definitely. Everyone was into it. White people took what they needed and then shut disco down, literally. Have you heard of the Disco Sucks movement? Jesse's like, no, I have not heard of that. And he says, white Americans, disaffected by the lack of guitar music in the charts, held a massive rally in a football stadium and basically burned disco at the stake. Not only was it a racially charged movement, it was also homophobic. Disco sucks. He makes a blowjob gesture, as disco was known to be the music of choice among the Blacks and gays. Overnight, an entire genre, the most popular of the time, disappeared from the charts, and legends like Grace Jones and Nile Rodgers had to rewire their sound entirely or face oblivion. I hate racism! I hate homophobia! Look at my baby. Look at my baby. Hi. She hates me. Look at me if you don't hate me. Aw, you don't hate me. Boop. Boop. Little update on the room. Look how good it is looking. Yes, queens. So I have cleaned these and then I've got deodorizer on them. I decided to put my ladder in here. I want to put like leaves and lights all along this, windowsill. I've just been cleaning and listening to Meet Cute by Emery Lee. It is so good. I'm officially at the halfway point and I'm very much loving this book. So I'm thinking I might just take a little break, and even though the streets are wet, it's kind of yucky out, I'm just really anxious to give my rollerblades a try. So I'm going to take her on a walk and try and do some rollerblades. And my logic is, since it's overcast and rainy, my logic is that not many people will be at the park, and therefore there will be few witnesses to my many face plants. Because rollerblading is not like riding a bike. Well, that went well. Went rollerblading, was having the time of my lives. Akasha was tied up by a tree with a long lead so that she had enough room to kind of mosey on about, but not enough where she could reach out and run up to someone on the sidewalk, you know what I'm saying? And I hear her barking. She's barking and she's whining, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, Akasha, just calm down. I'm almost done. No worries. She hates being away from me. Even if she can see me, she can't stand it. So I didn't think too much of it.
And then I heard the thunder.
And I went, oh, this is the part of the horror movie where you're trying to warn me. And my whole Becky ass was just skating around, la la la, while the clouds rolled in. So then I realized that Ish is about to go down. So I run, I'm like trying to pack up the camp. I've got my Bluetooth speaker out because I'm listening to Meet Cute Diary as I'm skating. I don't even know if you can hear me over this rain. Ah! not me looking like Minnie funking mouse. And I decided to switch my whole look up. And the spirit hits, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. So I am actually really comfortable with my expression right now, and I'm very happy about it. But I am about to do reading sprints for the first time on my channel with my beloved Jan. If you are not following Jan, you better follow Jan, okay? She's the best. I love her. She is my cinnamon roll, my own personal cinnamon roll. And I'm really excited. So I'm going to continue. Rollerblading went really well before Watergate. I got a bunch more of Meet Cute listened to. I'm about just over halfway through. I'm not quite sure. Okay, let me stop guesstimating because I clearly don't know how far I am, but I'm definitely over the halfway point. And I'm going to be probably doing some journaling while listening to that book on the sprints, and then also doing physical reading as well. I'm going to physically be reading the books that I'm still working on. Very excited though. I'm very excited. And yeah. Also, I would like to introduce y'all to Rudy. His name is Rudy because he is rude. Akasha, hi. Sprint set up, passing playbook, got my water, my wine, my snacks, my headphones, and my blankie, and we're ready. We're ready, y'all. What up, babies? My face is washed, my teeth are brushed, and it is now 1 o'clock in the morning. I was sprinted with Jan for 5.5 hours. It was so much freaking fun. Got so much reading done. There's only, I think, about 70 pages left in Passing Playbook, which is just the cutest book in the world. And I only have an hour left of the Meet Cute diary to finish. And like, I think about 80 pages of Rainbow Milk. So I know I can knock all of that out early tomorrow, and maybe I'll be able to start Ace of Spades. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm just enjoying it. So I'm gonna go to bed. It's 1 o'clock and it's time. My bed is calling. I just put brand new sheets on the bed from Target. They are nice and white. I already bleached them, cleaned them. The bed's smelling fresh, and it is calling my name like Lil Nas X. Okay, I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow. Good night. What up, my channel? I am really excited. Last day of Queer Blackathon, and it has been, every single hour of it has been amazing. So last night, after the 5.5 hour reading sprints, Jan and I stayed up to watch Younger. We just finished season 1. I love this show so much. I have the biggest crush in the entire world on Maggie. Those vintage vibes, we love to see it. We love a lesbian Jewish woman. Today we woke up at 5 a.m. and promptly began reading. Woke up with loads of energy, and so we began to read. I finished Passing Playbook. I really enjoyed Passing Playbook. I want to start there. A few things that I'm going to say is that the, not me choking on my own spit, the plot point of Spencer fighting for his right to play soccer, that battle doesn't begin until 50 pages away from the conclusion of the book. It is not as big a part of the narrative as the marketing has pushed. Now, I do want to say though, that I really enjoyed that because it allowed us to focus more on Spencer's character and his life and the people around him and his identity and the politics of his identity and all of that, his family dynamics, and to care about him as a person and not just to make his story about fighting for his trans rights. You know what I'm saying? Also, I think the book as a whole, even though it's not on the page about fighting for trans rights, for his right to play soccer, it sort of is, because he has to get ready mentally to even push back. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do want to put that out. The reason why I'm giving it 4 stars, 2 reasons. One, it just didn't have that 5-star vibe for me, but I loved the dialogue. I thought that the characters were so fantastic, and I also really liked the inter-character banter. I just thought it was very organic and real. It felt very realistic, and I loved the depiction of what it's like to be on a sports team, and it just gave me so much queer trans joy vibes. I very much enjoyed it. I loved the way that it tackled issues of religion and struggling to come out because of your religion, all the reasons why somebody isn't ready to be out. I just really loved how so much of the book was handled. But what I didn't love, and this is where the 4-star rating starts to come in, I did not love how the central conflict between Spencer and Justice was handled. I personally had issues with that, but on the same side, I think that conflict is really important. The conversation that conflict surrounds is one that is very big in our community, and a conversation that needs to be had. I just didn't love the way that it was handled, and I worry that the execution of it was potentially harmful. That's just my perspective. I'm not saying that it was. Other queer and trans folks specifically, I would really love to get your inputs on that if you have read it. And I don't want to say anything about digging into it because of spoilers. I just personally feel that Spencer did something to Justice that was not okay. The focus of taking accountability for it, it didn't feel right to me. Also, I did appreciate that there was moral ambiguity and that made the characters real. I just have mixed feelings. Gave it 4 stars, very much enjoyed it. I chuckled quite a few times while reading the banter, which is always a good thing. Now, I am only 30 pages away from concluding Rainbow Milk. This is definitely on track to be a 5-star read. It is amazing. It is so Caribbean, and the themes of music and the lives of Black folk, Black gay men specifically, it's just phenomenal. I love the way that religion is also handled in the story. I love the storytelling. It's just really, really great. I'm very much enjoying that book. I still have to finish my graphic novel prompt. Haven't gotten to Niobe, and I think I might just pick You Brought Me the Ocean. And the black boy gets these strange blue markings when he's in water, and I'm really excited about that. This is not by a Black author. I've started this comic but not finished it, so I think I'm gonna pick this one. So I've got like 4 hours or so. Wait, 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, I have 4 hours before Blackathon is over, so I definitely have time to get this in and finish Rainbow Milk as well as Meet Cute Diary. Right now, Akasha and I are going to go to the tennis courts, and I'm going to put my rollerblades back on. I'm going to get right back into the saddle, and we're going to play tennis, and I'm going to practice rollerblading and listen to the audiobook for Meet Cute. So I think that will be a really fun way to wrap up this vlog. And this is a steamy scene. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta finish reading. I gotta start reading this comic.
Okay. Nope. Get in here. In here. Good girl. Good girl. Hello. Hello. Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it.
They see me rolling. They hated. Akasha, stop pulling. No, I want to live. I choose life. We're doing it. We're doing it. What are you doing, clown? Okay. There she goes. There she is. What up, y'all? We are back and had the absolute best time. And we are starving, okay? But I cannot put You Brought Me the Ocean down. Finished Meet Cute Diary. Gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I don't think anybody's surprised. That book is amazing. Increíble. And then You Brought Me the Ocean is so cute. It is amazing. It was blurred by Nick Stone and Julian Winters. It's really, really good. There's this part where the main character, who is crushing hardcore on this guy, is just like kind of low-key following him around town, and he says, "I'm not a stalker. It creeps me out during rom-coms when the guy stalks the girl," as he's actively stalking him. Like, literally just watching him from around a corner. I'm dying. And then he goes, if I want to talk to him, I should just say sup. But what would I say after that? Anything. I'm just cracking up at the awkwardness. Like, I completely relate. There was just this first kissing scene and it was so freaking special and precious, and I really dig the art. The colors are pretty muted, but then there are just these scenes where they absolutely pop, and I think that that was done very intentionally. And I love how the artist switched out bright, you know, kind of cartoonish colors in lieu of doing really detailed sketches in a wild amount of detail in the hair, for example, and in the details of their bodies and their eyes and the background. It just makes the comic feel really real. So I'm on page 53 and I cannot wait to continue. I just finished You Brought Me the Ocean. This was so freaking cute. I really enjoyed this. One thing that I didn't enjoy, however, is the best friend of our protagonist gets really upset with him because he didn't tell her that he was gay. He wasn't ready to come out to anyone, but he came out to his boy crush. And she got incredibly upset about that and made him apologize. And he was made to feel really guilty as if he had done something wrong. I really didn't like that message. Definitely not an okay message to send. Gave that. So I ended up giving this book 3 stars. I enjoyed it, even though it isn't an official read for Blackathon. I still freaking loved it. And I also finished Rainbow Milk. It was great. I'm still formulating all of my thoughts. That is like, it's just such a complex book. So I'm excited to sit with myself and read some reviews from Caribbean individuals. Also, another thing about this that was really cool is it definitely is set within the DC universe. But for those of you who aren't DC fans and don't know what's going on with DC, still really readable, very easy to follow. Aquaman makes an appearance. This is very well done. So I will continue decorating my 3-season porch in the next vlog that I do. If you enjoyed this vlog, comment down below with ideas for 24-hour vlogs that you'd like to see from me. I really want to do a 24-hour Black Girl Magic vlog. And if there's a particular theme you want for that, like Black Girl Magic books that are queer or something like that, drop that in the comment section down below. But this was so freaking fun. I had a blast with Queer Blackathon, and I hope y'all did too. Whether you participated or just followed along silently, I am so glad. I'm just really happy. Thank you so much for watching another Bowties and Books production. If you want more content from me, you can follow me on my Instagram, which is bowtiesandbooks, but all my social media links, they'll be in the description box below. Stay safe, wear your mask, and I can't wait to see you in my next video.